You want to hear something crazy? Do you know that less than 5% of people who sign up for and pay for online courses are actually finishing them? Now, what's that about? And why am I telling you about it? Well, I'm telling you because I've got some insight about it, and I think it's more relevant than just for those people creating online courses. So stick around, let's get into it. Hey, welcome to Lead Loud. My name is Michael Pollan. I'm the founder and chief evangelist of presentation powerhouse Missing Link. Now, a question that I've been asking myself a lot lately is, why do people sign up for courses, pay lots for them, but not finish them? Now, this is something of specific interest to me. As you may know, we run a professional speaking program called Story to Stage, and I'm really proud of it. And the feedback we get is incredible. Best course we've ever done, changed my life. Like, it's really been an absolutely incredible program for me and hopefully for the people who've done it. But they're not all finishing it. They're not all finishing the video material. They're sticking with us for the whole time period that we're together, but they're not necessarily finishing all the video content I prepared. And I found myself asking, why is this? And I was reminded when I signed up for Alt MBA by Seth Godin, I remember he was telling a story when he was talking about it, where he said that he received this note from Udemy or someone like that that said, hey, you know, your course got a 10% completion rate. And he was like, oh my goodness, that is terrible. And they were like, no, dude, what are you talking about? That's like double the average. You've done amazing. And he was like, this is broken. And I have to agree, there needs to be a better way. Now, where does the fault lie? Does it lie with the course creator, or does it lie with the person signing up? The bottom line is, as course creators, we've got to take the brunt of this, and we've got to relook at what we can do to help get people over the finish line. And I was reminded of this when listening to a recent cracker of a podcast episode. I'm going to put the link down below in the comments. You really should listen to it. It was with, and I say recent, it was a while ago, with Derek Sivers and Tim Ferriss. And they covered lots of ground, but one of the things that Derek Sivers said that really stuck to me is like one of those moments I remember exactly where I was driving when he said it. You know, when something like just hits you so hard, you're like, yes, and you can remember everything about it. I was in Newlands, just by the petrol station there. Anyway, so I was listening to this thing, and he spoke about an author called Michael Pollan. Now, Michael Pollan is a great author. I've read many of his books. And he said how Michael Pollan was quite frustrated because he's written all of these books about food and nutrition, In Defense of Food, Omnivore's Dilemma, more of these. And he'd like literally written these tomes, thousands of words on everything you need to know about what you put in your body to make yourself, function better as a human. But people weren't reading it. And he was frustrated. It was like, I don't understand. I've given them all the information they need to know. And then he realized people don't care about the information. They just want to trust the source, and they want to be told what to do. So he tried something else. He wrote another little book called Food Rules. Now, this book I'm now on my third reading of, like it's an excellent book, but you could finish the whole thing in an hour. I try to read a little bit every single day, so I read it slowly. And each one of them has many different rules. They're just these small little micro rules that you can follow. And if you just take a few of them, and he says, actually, if you just remember 3 rules, one from each of the main sections, you'll actually live a better life. 3 of these are the rules. Let me give you an example of one of them. Eat when you're hungry, not when you're bored. For many of us, eating has surprisingly little to do with hunger. We eat out of boredom, for entertainment, to comfort or reward ourselves. Try to be aware of why you're eating and ask yourself if you're really hungry before you eat, and then again along the way. One old wives' test: if you're not hungry enough to eat an apple, then you're not hungry. The entire book is filled with these small little lessons. Now, in his other books, he's gone into detail of psychologically why that is and the science and the things. People don't care. What I learned when putting together my program, and I guess what Michael Pollan learned and why he ended up reading Food Rules, is we're trying to take people to chef school, but they don't want to be chefs. They just want the recipe. Now, I realized this the other day. I had to cook. It was my night to cook. And, I'm not the best in the kitchen. So I went on to bosch.tv and I found a recipe I wanted to create that I was quite excited about. And I just followed the instructions and I made it. And I was happy. They didn't spend time. The whole video is like 5 minutes. In fact, it was an amazing recipe. I'm going to include it down below for you as well. Definitely check that out. And the books will be included down below for you to check those out too, especially Food Rules. Now, I didn't need to be a chef. I didn't need to understand all the fundamentals. The funny thing is, the more I cook, the more I follow the recipe, the more I'll start to understand the fundamentals of what works and what doesn't work. And that's what I realized with our program. People don't necessarily want to be chefs. What they want is just like, give me the recipe. That's what they want from us. That's what they want people to do. So I understood this. And now when we're relooking at the Story to Stage program, I'm very excited because what we're doing is we're now turning it into more of a program. It just basically says to you, okay, do you trust me? Do you trust me? My 19 years as a public speaker, my 25 years owning a presentation company. Cool. Then I'm just going to tell you what to do at the beginning. Later on, you're going to start applying those rules, stage rules, to how you're going to build up yourself. We're going to make it easier and more intuitive. And I think as leaders, we need to understand that that is what we have to do. Sometimes if the people trust you, they just want to be given the instruction. As they start seeing the truth behind this instruction, then you can give them the detail of why it works. I think we've often mistaken and gone the other way. We try to take them to chef school and then give them the recipe. I think sometimes we need to flip the script on that. Tell people what they need to do, give them the information. As long as they trust you and have some understanding of what they're trying to achieve, they'll be in good shape. So that's an insight that's really made a big difference to me. I'm going to put it in practice with our brand new Storage Stage program. If you are interested in using stage marketing or growing yourself as a public speaker, definitely go to storagestage.co. Check out, we are signing up for new cohorts. But more importantly, take away this idea that we don't always have to take people to chef school. Sometimes we can just give them the recipe. That's it from me. I hope you have a good one. If you enjoyed this one, hit like. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe. Tell all your friends. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think is a great tip, a great recipe that you can share with other people in your industry. Take it easy. Lead loud. Peace.